Shalom, and thank you for joining us again for a half-hour Hebrew class. And today's lesson finishes Yehuchanan John 18, and it covers verses 36 to 40. So let us begin. And as usual, we have the Nikud valve markings and the useful resources, and I hope you are taking advantage of them. They are very useful. And of course a chart on how to use the vowels. And we begin. So 36 is represented by a lamed, which has a value of 30, and a vav, a value of 6. So we go through the letters again, and we have vav, yod, ayin, nun safid, yod, hey, vav, shin, ayin, vav, yod, aleph, mem, resh, mem, lamed, kaf, vav, tav, yod, aleph, yod, nun, hey, mem, nun safit, hey, ayin, vav, lamed, mem safit, hey, zayin, and hey. And so let's read it. Vaya'an, and he answered. And as you can see, I have ana, which is the root of that word. And it is a kal verb, to answer, to respond. And we can see that the hey was dropped off because it's a weak letter. And then we have Yahushua or Yahusha, right? Vayomer, and he said, Malkuti, my kingdom, because we know Malkut is kingdom, so my kingdom, na, which means not it. The na is like a pronoun, so it's it. And if we look down there, ayin is a prep, and it means is not, not without, right? Not it. Min, from, ha'olam, meaning the world. Hazeh, this. And the English is Yeshua answered and said, my kingdom is not from this world. So now let us read that without any aid. And it is Vaya'an Yahushua Vayomer Malkuti na min ha'olam hazeh. And the translation. And he answered, Yahusha, and he said, my kingdom, not it, from the world this. And then we turn to part B of that, and first the letters. Lamed vav. Hey, yod, tav, hey, mem, lamed, kav, vav, tav, yod, mem, nun safit, hey, ayin, vav, lamed, mem safit, hey, zayin, hey, kaf, yod, aleph, zayin, nun, lamed, chet, mem, vav, lamed, yod. And remember that with the valve mark here, we don't say the valve, we just say the vowel. So it's lu, haita, if, and lu can mean if. If we look down here, it means if or if only. If or if only, it was or it had been. Malkuti, we just had that, my kingdom. Min, from, ha'olam, the world, hazeh, this, ki, for, az meaning then, nilchamu, they would fight. If we look down here, we got cham is a kal verb, and with the lamed, it literally means to fight, because cham means fight, right? To fight, to combat, to struggle, to battle. The root of it is cham, meaning fight. And of course, the u at the end is they. And the nun is like a perfect, so therefore it's a completed action. They would fight. And then we have li, which is for me, with lamed being like for, because lamed can be 4 or 2. So now let us read that. And it is Lu Haita Malkuti Min Ha'olam Hazeh Ki Az Nilchamu Li. From this world, if my kingdom had been from this world, then they would fight for me. All right. And the translation. If it was my kingdom from the world theirs, for then they would fight for me. Remembering that Yeshua was being interviewed by Pilatos, right, which is Pilate. And then we have in this part C, Mem, Shin, Resh, Tav, Yod, Lamed, Vayet, Lamed, Tav, Yod, Hey, Mem, Samek, Resh, Bayet, Yod, Dalet, Hey, Yod, Hey, Vav, Dalet, Yod, Mem, Safid, Aleph, Vayet, Lamed, Ayin, Tav, Hey. And we read it. Me, Sharatai. My servants. Remember that the AY at the end, tai, means my. And if we look down here, we haven't got it there, but Mesharet means servant or servants. Right, so my servants, levilti, not to. So let's have a look. Levilti is an adjective meaning not to, in order to prevent. So my servants, in order to prevent or not to, he maser, cause to be delivered. And if we look at it, masar is a called verb to deliver, to hand over. And it is a hifil verb to cause something to happen. So it's cause to be delivered, not to cause to be delivered. And then bayat, into the hand, we could say of, ha-Yehudim, the Yehudim, aval, but, ata, now. So in English it is, they would fight for me, my servants, to prevent me from being delivered into the hand of the Jews. But now, and so let us read that. Me sharatai levilti hi maser beyad ha-Yehudim aval ata. And the translation, my servants not to cause to be delivered into the hand of the Yehudim, but now. And we got part D. We have a mem lamed kaf vav tav yod lef yod nun hey mem pei hey. And it is malkuti, meaning my kingdom. Enena, not it, me, po, meaning from here. But currently, that's how I translate it, my kingdom is not from here. Now or currently, right? And we read it. Malkuti enena me po. And the translation, my kingdom, not it, from here. And now we come to 37. We see it's represented with Lamed and a Zion. Zion is the 7th letter of the alphabet. And the Lamed, of course, is 30. So we're in 37. And then we have Vav Yod Aleph Mem Resh, Aleph Lamed Yod Vav, Pei Yod Lamed Tet Vav Samek, Aleph Mem Safit, Kaf Nun Safit, Aleph Fei Vav Aleph, Mem Lamed Kaf Safit, Aleph Tav Hey. And now let's read it. Vayomer, and he said, Eliv, unto him, because the vav is him. Pilatos, Pilatos or Pilate. Im ken, if so, because can be so, and im can be if. So if so, efo can mean therefore. If we look down here, efo is an adverb. It can mean however, then, consequently, therefore. And then melech, meaning a king. Ata, meaning you or you are. So Pilate said to him, if so, then you are a king. So let us read that. And it is, Vayomer, and he said, Eleiv unto him, Pilatos, Pilate, im ken, if so, efo, therefore, melech, a king, ata, you. And the translation, and he said to him, Pilatos, if so, therefore, a king you are. And then we have part B, and we have a vav, yod, ayin, nun, sofit, yod, hey, vav, shin, ayin, lamed, aleph, mem, resh, aleph, tav, hey, aleph, mem, resh, tav, kaf, yod, mem, lamed, kaf, sofit, aleph, nun, kaf, yod, lamed, zayin, aleph, tav, nun, vav, lamed, dalet, tav, and yod. And we read it. Vaya'an, and he answered, Yeshua, lemor, saying, Ata, you, amarta, you say, ki, that, Melech, king, a king, Anoki, I am, la zot, to this, no la ti, I was born. Now, if we look down here, nolad is a verb to be born to or was born. Right. And the English is, Yeshua answered, saying, you said that I am a king. For this I was born. And now let us read that. And it is, Vaya'an Yahushua lemor ata amarta ki melech anoki lazot nolati. And the translation, and he answered, Yeshua, saying, you say that a king I am. To this was I born. And now we come to 37c, and we have a vav, lamed, zayin, aleph, tav, bet, aleph, tav, yod, veit, ayin, vav, lamed, mem, sofit, lamed, hey, ayin, yod, dalet, lamed, aleph, mem, tav, kaf, lamed, aleph, shin, resh, hey, vav, ayin, aleph. And we read it. V'lazot. And to this, or for this, but T, I came. And again, T at the end is I. Va'olam. And the Va is in, Olam is the world. L'ha'id, to testify. And we know that ha'id is a verb to testify, to witness. To witness or to testify, la'emet, to truth. Kol. Now, kol can mean all or any. Asher, who or that. Who, he. And they've translated as whoever, right? But it means any, all who he, or he is, it can be. And we can see down here, emet is a noun for truth or justice. And emet is a PL verb meaning to verify, to prove something, right? And we will read it now. V'lazot bati va'olam leha'id la'emet kol Asher Hu. Again, this of course is the Kamatz rule, to give it kol rather than kal. Right. So, I was born, and for this I've come into the world to testify to the truth. Whoever is, the translation, for this I came into the world to testify to truth. All who? He. Right? And then we have 37D. We have a mem nun safit. Hey aleph mem tav. Yod shin mem ayin. Bet kuf vav lamed yod. Now let's read it. Min, from. Ha emet, the truth. So whoever or he that is, who is, he is, from the truth. Yisma, he shall listen, because Shema means to hear or to listen. Be-koli, meaning in my voice, in my voice. He shall listen in my voice, translates to my voice, right? Whoever is from the truth shall listen to my voice. And I've just given you kol as a masculine noun that can mean voice, can also mean a sound or a noise. And so it is time to read it. Min ha-emet yisma, yishma, be-koli. And just remember that the segol is like a short E sound, right? Ha-emet, it's a short sound. And the translation, from the truth, he shall listen in my voice. And we come to 38, which is lamed and a chet. Chet being the 8th letter of the alphabet. So we know we're in 38. Then we have a vav, yod, aleph, mem, resh, aleph, lamed, yod, vav, pei, yod, lamed, tet, vav, samek, mem, hey, hey, yod, aleph, hey, aleph, mem, tav, vav, aleph, chet, resh, yod, dalet, bayet, resh, vav, zion, aleph, tav. And we read it. Vayomer, and he said, Elive, unto him, Pilatos, Pilate, ma, what, he, it is. Now, this is a feminine form, and it can mean she, as we see here. It's a pronoun, it can mean she, it is, or is. So it is ha-emet, the truth. So what it is, the truth. V'achare, and after. Achare is after. Dab ro, his speaking. Zot, this. So Pilate said to him, what is truth? After he spoke this. So we now read that. Vayomer, Eliv, Pilatos, ma, he, ha-emet, v'achare, dab ro, zot. The translation, and he said to him, Pilatos, what it is, the truth, and after he's speaking this. And then we get part B, which is a yod, zade, aleph, shin, nun, yod, tav, aleph, lamed, hey, yod, hey, vav, dalet, yod, mem, safid, vav, yod, aleph, mem, resh, aleph, lamed, yod, hey, mem, safid, aleph, nun, yod, lamed, aleph, mem, zade, aleph, tav, yod, vayet, and vav. And we read it. Yatsa, meaning he went out, he went forth, he exited. Sheneim, which means literally secondly or a second time. L2, ha Yehudim, the Yehudim. Vayomer, And he said, Elehem, unto them, Ani, I, lo not, matzati, not I find or I found, though in him. So the English, after he spoke this, he went out a second time to the Jews and said to them, I've not found in him. So I've given you sheniat, is an adverb meaning secondly, second time, or again. And of course, matzah means it's a col verb to find, to discover. Right, and now we can read it. Yatsa shenit el ha-Yehudim vayomer alehem ani lo matzati vo. And the translation, he went out a second time to the Yehudim, and he said unto them, I find in him. And we got part C. Now we see that it's a kaf lamed, ayin vav, nun safit. And we read it. Kol. So why is it kol? Because it has the kamatz rule. The kamatz rule meaning it's a short O sound if it's in a closed syllable, meaning there's not a vowel after this letter. Right? And it's usually the first. So it's kol avon. So why is it avon? If we look down here, avon, the root of it is spelt with two vowels. So then we see why it's avon. Avon. It's a noun that means iniquity, wickedness, or criminality. And of course I've given you kol as also meaning all or any or every. So you can say any wickedness just as much well. So the English is, I've not found in him any iniquity. And so we read it. Kol avon. Any wickedness. And we come to 39. We have a lamed and a tet. And so we know that tet is the ninth letter. And then we have hey, nun safit, mem, nun, hey, gimel, hey, vav, aleph, lamed, kaf, mem safit, shin, aleph, shin, lamed, chet, lamed, kaf, mem safit, aleph, yod, shin, aleph, chet, dalet, chet, fe, shin, yod. So let's read it. Hen, which means behold. It comes from hine, behold, see here, here is, or indeed. Min hag mean a custom. Who, it is. So who can mean he, but it can mean it as well. It is a custom. It is lakem, for you, she'ah, shalak. So we go share, which means that, and the aleph means I, and shalak means to send out. That I send out lakem, to you, ish, a man, echad, meaning one, and then we have chof, she. If we look down here, chof, she is an adjective meaning free, unrestricted, liberated. And the kamatz rule means a short O sound in a closed, unaccented syllable, usually the first. Just to remind us of that. So, the English is, indeed it is your custom to send out one man free for you. And so we read it. And it is, hen, min, hag, who, lakem, she'ah, shalak, lakem, ish, echad, chof, she. And the translation, behold, a custom it is for you that I send out to you a man, one free. And 39b is a bet, a pay, a samek, a chet, resh, zade, vav, nun, kaf, mem safit, shin, aleph, shin, lamed, chet, lamed, kaf, mem safit, aleph, tav, mem, lamed, kaf safit, hey, yod, hey, vav, dalet, yod, mem safit. And we have ba, pa, sak, meaning in Pesach. Son kem is, or it's your will. So is your will. In Pesach is your will. She'a shalach, meaning that I send out, lakem, to you, et grammar marker, melech, meaning king, ha-Yehudim, of the Yehudim. So free for you on Passover. Is your will for me to send you the king of the Jews? And I've given you ratzon, which is a masculine noun, meaning desire, wish, or intent. And so we read that. Ba pasak, ratzon kem, she'a shalak, lakem et malak ha-Yehudim. And the translation, in Pesach, is your will that I send out to you, grammar marker, king of the Yehudim. And now we come to 40, which is a mem, value of 40. And we have vav, yod, vav, samek, yod, fe, vav, vav, yod, zade, ayin, kuf, vav, lamed, aleph, mem, resh, lamed, aleph, aleph, tav, hey, aleph, yod, shin, hey, zion, hey, aleph, lamed, aleph. And we read it. Va yosifu. And they added. Now the pronouns at the end, they, and with the vav and the yod, it's a completed action, and it comes from the root Yosef, which means to add. And we know that Joseph, means that he was added, right? So they added Vayitz'aku, and they shouted. So let's have a look at the root there. It is za'ak, call verb to shout, to cry out, to protest. And they shouted, lemor, saying, lo not, et grammar marker, ha-ish, the man, ha-ze, this, e-la. Ella means but. And down here we've got ella as a conjunction, can mean but, except, only, however. And now we can read it. Vayosifu, vayitz'aku, lemor, lo, et, ha-ish, hazeh, ella. And the translation, and they added, and they shouted, saying, not, grammar marker, the man, this, but. And the translation here is, again they yelled, saying, not this man, but. And part B, we have an aleph, a tav, a bet, a resh. Aleph, bet, aleph. Vav, vet, resh, aleph, bet, aleph, hey, yod, hey, shin, dalet, dalet. And I'll put the arrow there because the mark should be a little bit over, not to confuse us when we look at the letter. It is a shin. So we have et, grammar marker, Barabba. Barabba means Barabba. That's his name, right? Uvar Abba, and Barabba, Haya, meaning was, Shoded, a raider or a robber. But Barabbas, although Barabbas was a raider. So we read that. Et bar abba, uvar abba, haya, shoded. Grammar marker Barabba, and Barabba, or Barabba, was a raider or robber. And now we come to the revision. And we know we're in Lamed is 30, Vav is 6. Vayam, and he answered, Yeshua, Vayomer, and he said, Malkuti, my kingdom, Enena, not it, min from ha'olam, the world, haze this. And the translation, and he answered Yeshua, and he said, my kingdom, not it, from the world this. Lu, meaning if, haya, it was, Malkuti, my kingdom, min from ha'olam, the world, haze this, ki, for, as then, nilchamu, they would fight, li, for me. If it was, or had been, my kingdom, from the world this, for then they would fight for me. Me sharatai, meaning my servants, levilti, which is not, right? Not himaser, which is cause to deliver, Beyad, in the hand of Ha-Yehudim, the Jews, Aval, but, Ata, then, or now, right? My servants, not to cause to be delivered into the hand of the Yehudim, but now. And now we're in 36D. Malkuti, my kingdom, enena, not it, me po, from here. Translation, my kingdom, not it, from here. Then we have Lamed 30, Zion 7, so we're in 37. Vayomer, and he said, Elev, unto him, Pilatos, Pilate, im ken, if so, fo, therefore, Melech, a king, ata, you. And he said to him, Pilatos, if so, therefore, a king you are. And then we read, Vayam, and he answered, Yeshua, lemor, saying, ata, you, amarti, you speak, ki, for, Melech, a king, Anoki, I am. Lazot, for this, Nolati, I was born. And Omar is more to say, I guess. Yeah. And he answered Yeshua, saying, you say, because Omar is to say, that a king I am, to this was I born. And we're in 37C, and it is the lazot, and to this, bati, I have come, or I came. Ba, va, olam, in the world, or into the world. La, ha'id, to witness or to testify. La, emet, for the truth. Kol, all or any. Asher, who, or that, who, he, and it's translated as whoever. So if we look there, and for this I came into the world to testify to truth. All who, he, or whoever put together, min from ha'emet the truth, yishma, he shall listen or hear, be'koli, in my voice, with the yod being my. From the truth, he shall listen in my voice. We have a Lamed 30, Chet 8. We're in 38. Vayomer, and he said, Elev unto him, Pilatos, Pilate, ma, what he is or it is, ha'emet, the truth, va'achare, and after, dabro, his speaking, zot, this. And he said to him, Pilatos, what it is, the truth. And after his speaking this, now we're in 38b, and we have Yatzar, and he went out, Shnit, the second time, literally it's secondly, to ha-Yehudim, the Jews, Vayomer, and he said, Alehem, unto them, Ani, I, lo, not, matzati, I have found, or I find, vo in him. In the translation, he went out a second time to the Yehudim, and he said unto them, I, not I find, in him. Kol can mean all or any avon, iniquity, any wickedness. And then we have Lamed 30, Tet 9. We're in 39. Hen, behold, min hag, a custom, who it is, lakem, for you, she a shalak, that I send out, lakem, to you, ish, a man, echad, one, chof, she, meaning free. Behold, a custom it is for you, that I send out to you a man, one, free. Ba, Pasach, in Passover. Retzon kem, is your will. She a shalak, that I send out. Lakem, to you, et Gramamaka, Melech, king, ha-Yehudim, of the Jews. Is Pesach, in Pesach, is your will that I send out to you, Gramamaka, king of the Yehudim. And then we have Mem, which is 40. Vayosifu, and they added. Vayitzaku, and they cried out and they yelled. Lemor, saying, Lo not et Gramamaka, ish the man, ha ze this, Ella, but. And they added, and they shouted, saying, not Gramamaka the man, this, but, et is Gramamaka Barabba, Barabba, Uvar, Abba, and Barabba. Haya, he was, Shoded, a raider or robber. Gramamaka Barabba, and Barabba was a raider or robber. And finally we come to our vowel markings, the could, and we go through them. And let's start from this end then. Kamatz, which is a long A sound. We have patak, which is a short A sound. Zere, which is like a short E sound. And then we have segol, which is a short E sound. Then we have shava, which is like a syllable divider. And sometimes it can be with a short E sound, but it can also be silent. And then we have cholam, so we can hear it's got an O sound. Then we have a shuruk, so that's a U sound. And then we have kubutz, a longer O sound, U sound, sorry. Then we have a kataf segol, which has a shavar with the segol, which is the E sound. Then we have chirik, which is the I sound. And then we have kataf patak, the syllable mark, the shavar, with a short A sound. And then we have kataf kamatz, which is a syllable break followed by a longer A sound. And finally, we look at the counting system, and of course we have the useful resources again, dictionary, and this one which has transliteration even as Greek, and the old Hebrew as well, the ancient Hebrew. So let's go through the letters. Aleph is 1, Vav is 2, Gimel is 3, Dalet is 4, Hey is 5, Vav is 6, Lamed is 30, Kaf is 20, Yod is 10, Tet is 9, Chet is 8, Zion is 7, Mem is 40, Nun is 50, Samek is 60, Ayin is 70, Pei is 80, Zade is 90, Tav is 400, Shin is 300, Resh is 200, and Kuf is 100. And we do pray that you are blessed by these lessons, and we do pray that you are inspired to practice more, to learn more. As we learn more, we become better. It takes time. We just do a little bit every day, and you are assured of gradually learning more and more. So we like to just wish you a Shavua Tov, and we do pray you are blessed by these lessons. Amen.